Hi everyone, we are going to do another page in the art journal from scratch with limited supplies, and I've got some inside of toilet paper. We are going to do some kind of stamps from this, the inside of paper towels. Let's see, I've got some bubble wrap, some this kind of spongy I don't know what to call it, liner that you are supposed to put on shelves, another one in a lace pattern. There are all kinds of stuff that can make marks, and that's what I'm aiming to do today. I even got this little toy because the wheels are making nice marks. And what I'm going to do, we are going to do a double spread, but I'm not going to work directly in the notebook. What I am going to do is work directly in one of the painty papers that we made. This one was just smearing paint with a makeup sponge, and I'm going to start working on this, making all kinds of marks. Only when it's finished I'm going to transfer it to the notebook. Sometimes it's just easier to work on your painty paper and then glue it to your page in whatever art journal you've got. Of course you don't have to, but it's one of the options. Another thing is that I'm going to use an exclusion technique. I will explain about it later, but what you need to know is that some of whatever you are making here is going to disappear. So don't get attached to anything. So I'm going to start with the toilet paper roll. Of course, first of all, it can be used just as a circle, but there are all kinds of things that you can make also from this. You can also squish it. Let's take scissors. And then you get this lovely shape of a leaf, or petals for that matter. So that's another thing that you can stamp and create. Another thing is I'm going to cut here just to make it easier, and I just had a little bit of spider on my hand, and I don't like spiders. It's a good thing it was just a little one, otherwise I would have started screaming. Okay, so I'm just cutting a piece. This is too much, this scissors, so I'm just going to take this ones. Okay, so it doesn't look like much, but what I'm going to do, I'm just going to do like this and create a spiral. And of course I can make it a big spiral, I can make it a small spiral, depends how you want to go about it. I can hold it and make it go smaller. I'm holding the center and creating another spiral, and I can also open it. So already I've got something else that I can print on the page. So that's that. Another thing that you can do is take all kinds of rubber bands, wide ones, thin ones. Here we go again. The spider. Okay, so I can put it like this, and of course it can be straight, it can be diagonal, however you want to do it, like so. And I can create all kinds of pattern just by putting rubber bands I think I'll put 3 here just so you can see. Now I'm going with straight, but you can move it and do whatever you want. You can also glue it if you want to keep it. You can glue this to your toilet paper roll and save it so it will stay in place. Let's get another one. Now another nice thing about it, that if you have a roller that is used for painting walls, you can put it on it and just roll with it and create a continuing pattern. So right now I am not interested in that, and I'm just going to have fun with it. I'm starting with, I can do it with my finger or with a brush or with some kind of sponge. So let's start with something. Let's do some yellow, and of course I can also decide that to put another color on the next rubber band. You can do whatever you want. That's the beauty of it, and it can change each time you are using it. I'm not too careful about it. Mostly I want to show you how it works, and I'll be doing it first on this white paper, and I can print it straight like this, however I want to print it. So you see, and by this I'm creating some kind of pattern. So that's that. Let's do it now on the painty paper. So again, adding, and I'm not even cleaning my brush, it just makes more interesting outcome. Another one, I really like it, so I'm going to do more. So that's just one example of what you can do with it. If you've got a craft foam is great to making stamps, so that's another way to go about it. Okay, so let's leave it be. Let's go with a spiral. Now let's put this in some water. I can glue this to some kind of a flat surface if I'm really concerned about the outcome, but I'm not. So all I'm going to do is just put some generous amount, whoopsie, of the acrylic paint. I've got some, I need to remove this. Okay, so I've got a nice amount here, and I can smoosh it and smoosh it. Another way to go about it is to take the paint, spread it, make sure everything is you see, I didn't hold it so everything was dipped into the paint, so I didn't get the whole thing. And now I do. So simple. Nothing to it. Everyone has toilet paper rolls. I really like this spiral. Okay, so that was the spiral, and let's see what else we are going to do. I wanted to show you, I'll put this aside for a minute. I wanted to show you how, of course, if you've got smaller toys like Matchbox cars, the print will be smaller, so you can go about it like that. I'll just do one. I can even add you see, all kinds of stuff just with the wheel of this toy car. Let's do some bubble wrap. I'm just taking a small piece. I'm thinking of cutting it in the shape of a circle, approximately, because I'm not too careful about it. I don't care. And once again, I can do all kinds. Let's do some of the red. And again, you can use a brush, you can use your finger, whatever you like. Just picked up some of the orange, just so it would be more interesting. You can overlap. It doesn't have to be separated, all the things that you are putting on your page. The most important thing is to have fun. It's just paper, printer paper for that matter, just printer paper and paint, and you can have fun with it. Okay. Oopsie. And again, even the bubble wrap can be glued to a flat surface and kept for a future use. Okay, so we've done the bubble wrap. Let's see what else. Another thing you can do with this, you can create a heart. Also another shape that you can work like so. Okay, so that's another way to go about it. And so many things can make nice print, nice marks. All kinds of caps like this can be nice. Let's see how. You see? Even take flip-flops and look at the bottom, and all kinds of shoes have pattern underneath that can be printed. Flip-flops are the best because they are basically some kind of condensed sponge, so they will give you a nice print. So here we go, another thing that is available to print. Let's see. So again, now I'm taking a piece of this spongy whatever shelf liner, and I'll just cut it to a circle, just because I wanted to go with the rest of what I'm doing here. And let's see, again, you can use several colors, one color, up to you. You can hardly see it right now, but it's just part of layering. The page with interest, all kinds of elements that will create interest. It looks like a mess, but later on it will be really, really nice. Okay. And as you can see, I'm not even cleaning this. I'm just letting everything mix and create in between shades. Yeah. Okay, so that's that. Let's clean my hand, and let's see what else. And of course you can use this stencils we've done from the magazine pages, so you can stencil that way. You can take markers and use on top here. So all kinds of ways to go about it. I'm going to let this dry, and then I think I'll add some markers, and then we'll continue. I'll be back. Okay, so this is dry. I'm going to use now a permanent markers, a alcohol-based markers like Sharpies. These are all from the cheap store, so all kinds of brands I've got here, really doesn't matter. And I'm just going to make some marks. So this one has this kind of tip, and I thought I can use it. You can hardly see it on, no, you can hardly see it. I'll just continue and do some more. What can be seen will be seen, and what's not, whatever. I'll just play with it and move on to another marker that will be more visible. Okay, let's take some other color. I think I'll do more spirals. Again, can hardly be seen unless it's on the yellow, which is fine. I'll just take a red afterwards and add more interest. Let's see. Some lines, doesn't have to be circles, can be anything. I never know how one of these things will come out, because I am deciding as I go on what to do and what colors to use. And I can also go back to the acrylic paint if I feel like it. So no rules to it, you can use whatever you want. Let's see. Kind of debating. No, I think I'll maybe I'll do more circles. Because why not? Okay. I don't know, I feel like something is missing. I need some dots. I'm going to grab a Q-tip and do some dots. You can grab a Q-tip, you can grab a pencil with an eraser at the end to do some dots, up to you. Let's put some white here. Again, I'm doing it randomly. Okay, I like it. I think I'll do some splattering also. I'm going to grab some brush. The best for splattering is this kind of brush, but if you don't have it, you can use a regular brush. The only thing is just add water to whatever acrylic paint you are using and then just tap it. I think I need more, so let's put a little bit more paint here and more water. Again, you can use a regular brush. With the fan brush it just spreads a little better, but it really doesn't matter otherwise. Okay, this needs to dry. When it's dry, I'll just glue it to my inside my notebook and I'll be back. Okay, so this is glued to inside my notebook, and now we are going and doing the exclusion technique. The exclusion technique is that you make whatever you want on the page and you exclude the other. You want a bird here, you will make a bird here and exclude everything else. You will cover everything else. I'm planning on doing 2 flowers, one here and one here. So I'm putting this a circle lid from, I don't remember what kind of a box it was. I think chocolates or something. So, and I'm using a pencil like this. Now for the petals, again, you can use something like that, like we've done from the toilet paper roll. You can use the stencil that we've done at first, just magazine page folded in two and cutting a shape like this, or you can do it freehand. It's really up to you what you want to do. I think I'll go with this just so you can see how easy it is, and it doesn't need to be perfect or anything. I'm just doing it very loosely, let's say. Don't know how much you can see of the lines, but they are there. And now it's just with the pencil. I will go over it with markers. Now the exclusion can be done either with markers or with acrylic paint, really up to you. I'm going to use markers because it's the easiest, especially when you're working on a smaller area like this. Okay, so I'm going to take a marker and I'm going to go over what I've done. Of course, I can bring back this if I want to, just to be more precise. And I don't mind that it goes on the graphite so it looks darker. Now I'm going to just go more loosely like this because that's how I like it. You don't have to. And now I'm going to trace the petals of the flower. I'm going to do the same thing here with the other flower. I'll do it off camera so we won't waste time, and then I'll start to exclude. Now, even after you're making whatever you wanted on your page and excluded the rest, you can still work on your image. If I feel like this is not interesting enough, I can still work on it and do whatever I want on the inside first. But I like to go and find the shapes that I want on my page and then exclude and see how it goes and how I want to go about it. So I'm going to continue off camera and I'll be back. Okay, so I've got my two flowers and I'm starting to cover the rest of the page just using this marker. And as I said, you can do it with a marker. If you don't like how it looks, you can do it with acrylic paint. It's really up to you. I just wanted to show you how easy it is to use things that, well, basically can be bought in office supplies, and you can work with it. So you see I'm doing it quite quickly going, and I like how some of the details are peeking through. And again, if you don't like it, you can use acrylic paint and go completely opaque, and it doesn't even have to be with one color. You can go about it with as many colors as you want to exclude the rest of the page. This marker needs to rest. It seems a little bit tired, but you get what I'm doing. So I'm going to finish covering later on, and I still feel like this is one big void that needs a little bit more interest. So what I thought to do is take another marker and do some detailing. So I really like spirals, so I was thinking by doing so I am keeping most of the details in the back, but still having a more interest here. So this of course will take some time also, and it doesn't have to be spirals. Of course, I could have gone with anything that I wanted. I could have gone and used the stamps again. It's really up to you and your imagination and what you want to do. I'm just trying for the spirals to not be the same size. I'm not looking for symmetry, so yeah. I'm going to keep on with this and exclude the rest, and I'll be back. Okay, so it took some time to cover all of this and to do the spirals, but here it is. And I was kind of tempted to do some details on the petals of the flowers, but decided to leave it be. I really like what's going on. I like the colors and all the detailing, so I'm leaving it be. The only thing that I am going to add here is this smile. It's from a freebie that I have in my website, so I will put a link below. You can go and print for yourself and use it. I've got all kinds of freebies, free printables that you can use there. So here we go, just this, and I'm done. I really like this page. I hope you liked it also. So thank you for watching, and thank you for leaving me comments down below. I'll be seeing you in my next video. Bye for now.